What's up, guys? It's Connects from ProGaming.com. We're here at PAX Prime 2011, and right now we're at the Riot booth, and I have Mark Norris, who is the producer of Dominion. And let me tell you, it is intense. There are people lined around this booth for a mile. So tell me, how did you do it, and what is your guys' ultimate goal with Dominion right now?
Well, I think, honestly, the ultimate goal was to give players the absolute best experience from Summoner's Rift, distill that down, find out what exactly players really like about Summoner's Rift, and sort of get rid of some of the stuff that players may not like about Summoner's Rift. Okay. And what that ended up being was exactly what you just said. This extremely fast, this extremely intense game mode that if you're not in a team fight in the first 30 seconds, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, I noticed since I played right off the bat, it is very intense, it is very quick, it takes a lot of the good things from Summoner's Rift, but you guys have created a completely, it's like almost like playing a new game, honestly. And is this going to affect the people that want to play Summoner's Rift, or is the transformation between the two still going to be very vivid? And
Absolutely. Like, I liken it to cake and pie, right? So there's cake, and that's what Summoner's Rift gameplay is. If you like cake, your cake is not going to change. You can come keep getting that cake, and you're going to love it. But let's say that you don't like cake, but you like some of the things that go into cake. Like, you love sugar, right? We're going to put sugar in the pie, and that's exactly what we're looking at here. We want to give players a choice. We want to evolve the MOBA genre. So that's what we've done, is we've given you not only cake, but you can have pie. And if you want to play both, you are more than welcome to do so. They are both completely free.
Super solid. When is it going to come out? Or can you have a rough idea when it might come out?
Yeah, so there's a couple of issues with it, obviously coming out. There's a couple of things we're still looking at. As you saw when you played, there's a Crystal Scars aura. And that aura is a map-wide buff that helps us sort of figure out how we're going to balance a lot of the champions on the map. What we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of the data that we've now seen from the games at Gamescom, from the games here at PAX, a lot of the games that we're playing internally, and we're going to continue to tweak that buff until it feels right. We're also continuing to evaluate the items that we put into the item shop. One of the other ways that we're looking to balance champions on Dominion as opposed to champions on Summoner's Rift is by ensuring that the items that we put in the store will help any champions that are overpowered by giving other champions the ability to buy items to do defense against that, or champions which are underpowered, give them an additional ability to purchase new power. So that's how we're going to do that. And once we get that balance down, that's when we're going to release it.
I noticed in Dominion when you're playing, there were some weapons that I could not buy, and there was new weapons. So are you guys going to try to separate some that maybe fit a little better from Summoner's Rift to Dominion with the weapons?
It's not really about being better. What it's really about is making sure that the balance is competitive. What we really want is to make sure that every champion is viable. And viable is the key word. No matter what champion you pick, no matter which champion you love, you will be able to play and feel good about that champion on Dominion. And that's what we're working on right now.
That's amazing. Can you tell me, what are your guys' plans with this $5 million that everybody's talking about right now? How's that going to work?
Yeah, I like to say that we've given you 5.5 million reasons to play League of Legends, right? So, yeah, that's the plan. Throughout Season 2, it's not just going to be one tournament. We're going to be awarding those prizes in a number of tournaments across the season. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, I have a couple random questions, actually. What happened to Mordekaiser's junk piece? Where did it go?
I have no idea where Mordekaiser's junk piece went. And that's just telling you exactly producer speak for. Designers do a lot of things, and sometimes they do things, and I don't know what they are. I've been head down in Dominion and trying to figure out what has been happening with Dominion, and sometimes the live designers will make a change, and I'll be like, what just happened? I don't know what just happened there. So that would really be a question for Ryan Scott, who sort of handles all that live champion design balance stuff.
We missed this piece. It was a good piece. Can you tell me anything that's going on with maybe the new change in graphics? Because you guys had Project Shiny you talked about. What's going on with that?
I think if you take a look at Dominion, you'll see that those graphics have been radically altered, right? Like, there are some amazing things that are happening in that map, and a lot of that is sort of some of the things that we were taking out of the Shiny technology that we were doing. Now, that being said, we're still looking at doing graphical improvements for Summoner's Rift. We're just not sure when those things are going to come online.
Okay. Another question, did Dominion replace Magma Chamber, or is Magma Chamber ever going to come out?
Dominion didn't replace Magma Chamber. Dominion sort of evolved out of what we were doing with Magma Chamber. What we did is we took a look and we said, what are we really doing with a new map? Are we just giving a football game a circle field? Like, is that all we're doing? And the problem with just a new map is inevitably players will decide one map is better than the other. So what we said is, how can we really maximize maximize player value? How can we take this giant team and really give the players something that they really want? And what that really came out to mean was a new game mode. And that's really the evolution of Dominion. Now, we're still obviously exploring options for other maps and things like that. But the honest answer to that is we're going to see what Dominion does and how well it does and how the players receive it, and we'll evaluate it from there.
Awesome. I'd like to thank you and Riot again. You guys are doing a great job. Dominion is blowing up. For more PAX Prime coverage, stay locked to ProGaming.com.
Thanks, guys.